You're the primary. You're here. You have been tested before a few years ago, but didn't do anything about it. You're kind of over it, so you've allowed typical stuff. Okay? All right. So, nice to meet you.
Hey.
I'm David.
Hey.
Come on and have a seat. Nice to meet you, too. All right. So, have you been tested before?
Yeah, it's been a while though.
Okay. And do you remember what the results were? Did they tell you anything at that time?
Yeah, I was kind of borderline, I think, but it was fine.
You can't hear anything.
I love when they jump in and say that.
Yeah.
But I'm not done with him yet, so I'm redirecting back to him because her part's next. Now, what are you noticing about your hearing loss?
Well, I think I repeat myself a lot because things aren't good.
So you ask people to repeat?
Yeah.
Is that certain voices or people in general?
Well, the grandkids mumble a lot,
Okay.
and she tells me the TV's loud all the time.
And how do you do in background noise, like a restaurant or a car?
Well, I don't go to restaurants anymore.
Really? Okay. How do you do on the telephone?
Nobody calls, so I'm not going to phone a lot.
You leave your shelter life, young man.
Yeah, true.
All right, so phone. So you don't use the phone.
Yeah.
Is it because you don't understand it on the phone?
Yeah, it's for sure.
Do you have a cell phone?
Yes.
And do you speak your phone when you're talking to somebody?
Yes.
And what kind of phone is it?
It's one of those fruit apples or something.
A fruit phone. Cool. All right, now what are you noticing about his hearing loss?
He doesn't hear anything I say. The TV's too loud. And he doesn't ever want to go out anymore.
And how long have you noticed this? A couple years? Longer?
Probably 3 or 4 years.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do right now, you guys, is the doctor has put your hearing test results into the computer. And I'm going to have the computer program a pair of hearing aids wirelessly for your prescription. Sort of like an eye doctor does before he makes your lenses. And I want to find out will hearing aids help your situation, B, how much. If it's not a significant improvement, I'm not going to recommend hearing aids for you today. And the other thing is, John, hearing aids don't help everybody. With the technology we have today, we help more people way more effectively than we ever could before. So the first thing I want to do, though, is give you a clarity test. Because you know hearing somebody and understanding somebody are two different things. You hear the garbage truck 5 blocks away, but you don't know if she says cheap or cheat unless you're looking at her. I noticed if I could see the person, I did better. If they looked away, it was 50-50. The other thing I used to do is if I missed a word in a sentence, I could always figure out in context and fill in the blank. So those were my crutches to function. But I got exhausted at the end of the day. I was focusing so much, it was exhausting. So in this room with my voice, you're probably going to do fine, but repeat some words to me. If you're not sure, take a guess, because if it's not getting to your brain right, I want to know what is getting to your brain. Say the word chief.
Cheek?
Chief.
Chief?
Yes. C, let's go over your loss. These are the results. And he already knows because you've explained the audiogram, so he's already self-diagnosing before I say a word. The consonants fall here, P's and T's and S's and C's. That's why you didn't see the F. When as soon as I let you look at my lips, you saw the F. These are your hearing aids. You're not getting much from here to here. You're getting mostly filling in the blanks. Let's try another one. Say the word, turn that around. Say the word seep.
Seek?
Seep.
Seek?
Say the word cheek.
Cheek?
Cheek. See how you're missing the K's and the T's and the P's? But you're getting the vowels, A, E, I, O, U, because they're bass. You hear bass better than treble. Your voice falls in the range where he's lost 70 decibels of loss. So it's going to be very difficult for him. So it's not selective hearing. I just did you a favor. He has trouble with your voice and kids' voices. Men's voices might be a little easier. But here's the thing, you guys. There's no vocal cord in a consonant. Cheap. There's no vocal cord there, so a guy's voice isn't going to help you hear a P any better than a female voice. They're very low energy letters, consonants. Say the word seat.
Seat?
Yes, good. And how about cheat?
Cheek?
Cheat. I cheated cards.
Cheat?
So, John, you just heard 100%. You heard every word I gave you, but you only understood 1. So you understood 20%. So the hearing is doing well. The eardrum is vibrating. You're hearing sound very well, knock at the door, but the nerve sending the message to the brain through your auditory nerve is not processing right. It's not strong enough. So you're not getting that clarity. I'm only 3 feet from you. We're in a quiet room, and you missed 80% of what I said to you. Now, if you were looking at me, you wouldn't have missed any. Chief, cheap, cheek, because your eyes fill in the blank and you don't know it. You're hearing the vowels and you're seeing the consonants. And again, we do it subconsciously. So, now what I'm going to do is put these hearing aids on you because they're ready. Kind of crazy technology that it can program that fast. The first thing you're going to notice is your voice is going to sound very strange at first. It's going to sound like you're in a barrel, a little echoey, a little tinny. That goes away very quickly. I have a lot of my people read out loud for 5 minutes a day the first few days they have their new hearing aids. It allows your brain to get used to your voice quicker. So I go back around, I put on the hearing aids, and when I'm doing it, I talk to him a little, put that on, and I stand behind him. Why do I stand behind him?
So you can hear you.
Well, not only that, but don't people always say I can't hear anybody behind me? That's a dead zone. People walk up and they'll startle you because you're so close you didn't hear them coming. Well, the directional microphones are going to handle that right now. So I'm going to give him the next 5 words behind him in a much harder situation. But guess where I'm doing it? Microphones. Say the word cheese.
Cheese.
Chase.
Chase.
Cheap.
Cheek.
Cheap with a P.
Cheap.
Like you, cheap. And how about teach?
Teach.
Yes, so you just got 4 out of 5. You went from understanding 20% with no hearing aids to 80% with hearing aids. It's never going to be 100%, John, because your hearing is so bad, and I go back to the audiogram, because this is so low, we can't get it all the way back up, but we can get you as technologically as close as possible to a normal range of hearing. Never going to be 100%. But what a difference. And usually his face is lit up like a Christmas tree right now because he's hearing this for the first time. It's like you're taking cataracts off your eyes and seeing color. It's literally that much. So now, I also want to talk to you about background noise because we have most of our trouble in noise. And also direction of sound, John. You don't know where the siren comes from when you're in the car, so you're looking for it. Oh, there it is. Well, with these microphones that we're wearing, they have directional microphones, so you're going to get your 360 back. If something's back left, you're going to know it. If it's back right, you're going to know it. That's a safety issue if you're driving a car. You better know where sound's coming from. The other thing I want to demonstrate to you is how good the new technology is at managing background noise. I can go in a bowling alley on Friday nights with my hearing aids and hear my friends in the bowling alley. Could never do that with my old hearing aids. So close your eyes, no cheating. I already know you can read my lips. And I say that and they laugh. Because he didn't even know he could read my lips. So now I start taking paper, unless they have speakers. What's your favorite color?
Red.
And when's your birthday?
October 21st.
Now I moved. Where am I standing? Hearing aid should tell you.
Really?
Yeah, so now you know I'm on the right, so if the siren's coming, you know where it's coming from. What kind of car do you drive?
Chevy Camaro.
What color is it?
Black.
How many miles you got on it?
9,000.
What year is it?
2017.
Okay, open your eyes. I'm no longer in the room, but you can still understand me. There's background noise going on.
Wow.
Say the word cheese. Cheese? So you understood me better in the hallway with noise than you did a minute ago in silence 2 feet away. Now you're in the back of the car, there's people talking in the front of the car, the window's down, the radio's on, and you don't hear them, but now you can hear them because the hearing aid is allowing you to hear them.
And the backseat passenger.
Hearing aids.
Just riding around.
Okay, so those questions seemed arbitrary, right? But why did I ask those? I ask the same questions every time. The first one I sit in front, the next one I move, the third one I'm backing out, the fourth one I'm further out, the fifth one I'm all the way out. But why am I asking about his car?
Now you know whether I can afford it.
Thank you! Can I get financing? Dude, there's not a thing I do that doesn't have 3 reasons for it. It seems arbitrary because I want it to seem arbitrary, not contrived. Well, I know.
Where'd you go on vacation last year?
No, if you got a 2017, you got a 2004, doesn't mean anything. I'm not prejudging, but it gives me a little hint. So that's why I'm asking. The other thing is I'm staying on the same subject. Car, color, miles, year. I'm not switching around. I might throw in what's your favorite dessert, just because I feel daring that day. And they'll say, chocolate, oh, I love chocolate. But did you see the effectiveness of being outside that room when he opened his eyes? That's a wow. Now, what did I skip just now? What didn't I do yet?
Didn't ask the
Have
wife.
the wife talk.
The wife.
Not yet. What should I do before that? If you look at the order, I just went out of order on purpose. What is after the 5-word new aided? The poster. And I did it this way because I used to do this first. The background noise. And then I did the poster. But the background noise was the best part of the ride, so I wanted that at the end, so I switched it. So I do the poster first, then I do the background noise and directional. Right? But now I was done with this, now I go to the poster. And by the way, Johns Hopkins University just came out with a 20-year study, and some of their findings are amazing. And actually, this is when I hand him the third party, the facts. What I'd like you to do is read the first 4 bullets out loud to him and see if he can understand you. And you look at me and see if you can hear her.
94% correlation between hearing loss and dementia. 83% of patients diagnosed with dementia also have hearing loss. A mild hearing loss doubles the risk of dementia. A moderate hearing loss increases the risk of dementia 5-fold.
So did you get the gist of that? Did you hear her?
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's the first time you've heard me.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
bad
good.
news.
All right, now read when treated with hearing aids what they found in the 20-year study.
33% of patients diagnosed with Alzheimer's were reclassified to a less severe category. Improvement in memory of patients with dementia. Hearing aids can boost cognitive function 50% within a year. 100% of caregivers said behavior improved, more social, less depressed, better attitude, and in all cases, their relationships improved.
Great. Thank you so much. Did you understand that?
Yep. I'm stuck with her.
Well, she's stuck with you. But they sent us an MRI. This is a normal hearing function of a brain. You can see everything's firing on all cylinders. This is a hearing loss that's been untreated for many years. Apathy sets in. I like the visual, but I'd like it after, and I don't spend a lot of time on it because I'm using it as a scare tactic. But I wanted to see the visual. A picture's worth 1,000 words, as they say. So I always show them that. But you notice how what I just educated her on? She's never going to forget what she just read. He will in about a month when he says, I think we should take these back and get our $6,000 back. She ain't going to let him. Because she's going to say, no, your TV's lower, you're hearing me better in the car, and we need to keep your brain sharp and balance and memory better. Yes. So I just built the value here. She's our advocate. So let's just reverse it. I shouldn't have done that because I confused you. So when I'm done doing the poster, now I would say, now I would get up and do the background noise. So, but I did it the other way to show you that you can do it. I can slip that there or there, but it's more effective if you do the background noise out the door at the end as the last thing. So then when I walk in, I say, I definitely recommend hearing aids for you. You're going from 20% understanding to 100, and you heard me down the hall with background noise with not much difficulty. I base my recommendation on 2 things, your prescription, obviously, and lifestyle of listening environments. Background noise to me, John, is the car, driving a car, my wife looking out the window and talking to me. That's interfering. I can't understand her. The TV's on and she's talking to me. I have to stop watching TV and say, what'd you say? So those kind of ambiance noises. I have some people I fit with hearing aids that are in quiet, not much different listening environments during the week, and some people are out and about on a regular during the week, and some people are in the middle. Where do you think you fall?
Middle.
What do? You guys go to dinner once a week, twice a week?
We used to, I don't watch anymore, but we probably go more. So yeah, I like to go to church.
How do you do in church?
I like to listen, but it's hard.
Yeah.
I like to sing, but it's hard.
Right. So you sing a lot. Well, you're gonna hear yourself a lot better when you sing. You're gonna be in tune now. And the other thing is you won't be so loud. You will be able to tell what your balance is with the rest of the ensemble, hopefully, because you're probably sticking out a little. I bet you they tell you
It
to tone
usually
it
gives me
down.
an elbow.
Yes.
When I'm singing to them.
I'm sure you do. Okay, so you think you're in the middle. Great. So now I grab the. We have 3 options, and any one's going to be great for you. This is what you're wearing now. It gets rid of 40% of the background noise that you walk into. It's $69.98 for the pair after your discount. It has a 3-year warranty. Anything mechanical goes wrong, it's replaced for free. It has a 3-year loss and damage in case you lose one. My dog chewed one, so it happens. And you get lifetime service, most valuable, which means every year we're going to retest you, reprogram your hearing aid, and clean and adjust it for free for as long as you have them. You're never nickels and dimes with copays after your warranty's up, like a lot of places do. So then I give them that, and then they say, so where do you think you fall? And then they say in the middle, so let's talk about the middle technology. You're wearing the better technology, but in this room you're going to hear the same out of any 3 because there's no noise in the room. But as soon as we put noise in the room, do you want to get rid of 40% of it or 20% of it? And as you notice, there's a $500 difference between the 2 levels. From what I'm thinking, you're going to be much better off with this because it's going to get rid of more noise that you're in. And for the difference, if I'm wearing these 17 hours a day, 365 days a year, it's worth the difference. But either one is going to be fantastic for you because right now you just missed 80% of what I said without anything in. Then, I get the audiogram back out. If you let the price sheet be the last thing they see, shame, shame, shame. What is our, I want to maximize benefit, minimize cost. So get the price sheet out of the way, go back to the audiogram, and say, now remember, normal hearing is here. You can see you've lost 70 decibels of sound here and 40 decibels here. Your average loss is 50 decibels. You don't wait till you're 50% blind to get glasses. Don't wait till you're 50% deaf to get hearing aids. So, which level of technology are we going to go with? The middle or this one?
I want to pay the middle, but I want the higher end device.
Great, we're going to get the higher end device, and that's what you'll pay because it's worth it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, do you want hot pink or purple? Hot pink would go good.
Do you have camera?
Yeah, I got camel. Yeah, camouflage. You won't even see them.
It'll be hard to find.
Oh wait, do we have insurance?
Oh!
Baby. Here's our card.
Oh, hang on. Let me get the VCC.
Yeah, where's the
I'll see you in an
VCC?
hour.